and all that kind of stuff. So just kind of going back in those areas and seeing it, and then just like a different perspective through film and all that kind of stuff, and breaking it down with the coaches.
Did you see anything that you can apply technically to your game to make you better in this season?
Definitely just becoming more aggressive, and just kind of just being able to take over games, and just other reads, like how to get my teammates more involved, different passes I can make. If we make a few more passes, we can get this other open look instead of just taking a quick shot at the beginning, or 2 to 3 passes. So yeah, definitely other options and things that I was able to see.
Basketball is so popular in Kentucky. How has the NIL affected the women's team?
Oh yeah, the NIL has just been a great opportunity, I think, for just all players in the nation, just kind of using their brand and stuff to make money and just kind of build who they are and just make a statement for themselves. But yeah, Kentucky basketball is huge, and I think there's a lot of people and a lot of companies who are wanting to help us and use our name, image, likeness for their brands. And we have a lot of people around us that work with our team who teach us all the things that we're going to have to learn when we do start dealing with like big girl money and taking on those jobs like taxes and stuff. So it's awesome to have people around us who are preparing us for the next stage in life and just kind of dipping our toes in it right now.
What is the best advice you've learned about marketing yourself and your brand?
Yeah, just be yourself. Honestly, people want to know who you are, not just as a basketball player, but who you are deep inside, because we are more than just basketball players. So how we can best relate to people and just kind of find our group and who we can inspire the most and impact the most.
Jada was talking about your shooting here recently, said that you just can't miss. What's it been like? Just kind of get your groove in practice and just be back, honestly.
Yeah, it's been a lot. I think I honestly give myself a harder time than I need to a lot of the times, even though I am trying to just take every moment in and just enjoy it. But yeah, I expect a lot out of myself, and I put in a lot of work. So at first, when I didn't see those shots go in, I was kind of discouraged. But every day I strive to be 1% better and just to continue to build, because it's not all going to come back in a year. But yeah, the past couple of weeks I've definitely been seeing those shots go in, and I've gained confidence and starting to kind of get myself back and get my groove back. So
How winning Big Blue Madness 3-point contest, was that a little extra boost for you too, even?
I don't know if it was another boost. I think it was just kind of a fun thing, but we can say it was a boost. I think Big Blue Madness is just a big moment and a lot of nerves, but at the same time, you're just having fun. I don't even think we picked up a ball, and really, me and Maddie, I don't even think we shot 1-3 before we actually went out there. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it does bring you confidence when people are just kind of calling you like, hey, you won the 3-point contest. But yeah, it was fun.
Can you talk a little bit about Ryan Howard, seeing her so dominant this last season in the WNBA, and then also what that speaks to in the larger losing quite a few folks last year?
Yeah, Ryan Howard, I mean, she just did her thing. I mean, she is just so resilient and just has so much confidence, and that's something like I really respect as her as a player. She just goes out and she just does her thing, and she doesn't care if you're older or stronger than her. Like, she brings something to the table that not many athletes do. So yeah, just her confidence. And then just this year, I mean, Ryan was a huge part of our team. As you can see, she was the best player in the nation and in the SEC when we played with her. So she got a lot of people involved. She was very dynamic and just made everyone else more confident around her. But I think this team is just a different system. I mean, everyone kind of has to bring their scoring and their abilities and talents to the table, and I think it'll be really fun. And a lot of fans, I think they're excited to see what we can do this year, and just kind of a different view and a different system than in the past.
And you've played here for quite a few years. Can you talk about the progression and the growth of not only the program, but also the fan love for this program?
Yeah, I think our team, as we said, we have a lot of personalities. So I think they're very involved with just kind of their socials and getting themselves out there, just like even if it's through TikTok, just Instagram lives, just stuff like that. So I think we're definitely seeing a lot of personalities, and I think our fans are absolutely loving it. And just kind of the hype behind the SEC tournament last year, we got a lot of publicity and a lot of people kind of figuring out who we are and wanting to know us more behind the stage and as people. So yeah, I think it's a lot of fun, and fans are starting to really enjoy what we're doing.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Coach said that Maddie had the it factor. What do you think that means?
Yeah, Maddie, she's just kind of, she knows what's going on. She has a high IQ. She gets everyone involved. It's just, I feel like we all have a really good connection, chemistry on the court. And yeah, she's different. Her and Jada are very different. Jada's more of like a fast tempo, like let's get quick score and transition, and Maddie's more of a let's slow down, let's get into something, let's run something. So them together just like complement each other really well, and we can just very versatile in how we play. So yeah, Maddie's doing great. She's really coming in confident, and yeah, she's awesome to be around.
How do you think Anaya will fit into that guard rotation as well with those two?
Yeah, Anaya, I mean, also she's very crafty. She's smooth. She likes to get to the basket. She has the beautiful pull up. And yeah, she's just doing her thing too. I mean, she comes from a system who has won a national championship, so she knows what it is to be the best of the best, and she kind of brings that to our program and our expectations. So yeah, Anaya's doing great, and yeah, a lot of pieces that have a lot of experience and confidence.
Have y'all ribbed her a little bit about winning the SEC championship over her last year?
Yeah, a little bit, but
She got the title, right?
She definitely got the title, so I can't give her too much about it.
Does she have any advice for you all from her tournament run that she's been able to share with you all about that? Or maybe even responding from the loss to you all, how they bounce back?
Yeah, she just knows like anyone can beat you on any given night. It's just who wants it more in the long run, and we definitely brought it that night, and I'm so proud of our team because we really came together and we played well together, and I think that's something that they respect. And even I know like Don Daly said that like if they didn't lose to us, and then they wouldn't be national champions because they had to learn a lot of different things moving forward past that game. So yeah, there's a lot of insight and always learning things to learn.
How do you prevent like a hangover from that SEC championship? I kind of asked Jada the same question. Is how do you all move forward and not let it linger too long, the success from it?
Yeah, I mean, we have a whole different team. I mean, I don't think we're putting the pressure on SEC from winning SEC to bringing it over to now. I think it just kind of gives us more motivation. Like, we've been in that moment, we've lived in that moment, we know what it feels like, we know what it takes. And I think that's just kind of what we're bringing back to the newcomers, and just saying like, this is how hard we have to work and practice, this is our expectations to get to this point again. So
I talked to CJ last week, and he said that having you there to help him through his process was just crucial in getting back, and same goes with him for you. Just what was that like to kind of have somebody there with you, going through that whole process? Yeah,
it's awesome. Kind of not that I ever wanted him to get hurt. I mean, I'm like one of his bigger supporters and stuff, so like we always want the best for each other. But if we did have to go through injury with someone, we're glad it was together because we definitely kept each other up. We didn't let each other have a sad moment. If it was for, you get like a 5-minute moment and then you're over it, like moving on to the next. Like, how are we going to celebrate our little victories? Always talking about how we got better today, just the positive, bright side things. We didn't get too negative about stuff. We just kept looking at the future and how it's going to be when we get back. So yeah, definitely having someone who kind of understands what you're going through, but at the same time continuing to push you through those hard times. So he was a great factor for me.